All right, well, first of all, Kodai, since we have to acknowledge it, what do you think of the outfit for this final interview with you this season?
最後のインタビューですけども、僕の、服装どう思いますか？
いや、クラブハウス入ってきた時からクールだなと思いながら見てました。
As soon as you walked in the clubhouse, I realized your outfit and saw how cool it was.
I love that. Fantastic. All right, so it's the Mutual Admiration Society then, because it has been a pleasure to watch this first season for you in the big leagues. As you reflect on the year, what one thing are you most proud of?
戦えたところかなと思います。
It would definitely be that I was able to stay healthy throughout the whole year.
I know that you spoke last night about really picking up some new pitches on the fly in season this year. How would you say your repertoire changed the most from spring training to where it is right now?
化していくみたいなところはすごい勉強になったかなって感じます。
In spring training, I was really trying to figure out what I needed to do, whether it's pitches or how to attack hitters, and I learned a lot from Max and Justin. They helped me filter out what things I do well at and what things I really need to work on. And throughout the season, game by game, I would filter out these types of hitters I need to do this, and I think that's what it comes down to, and that's why I was able to be successful.
When you talk about filtering certain things out and learning from Max and Justin, what would you say in terms of specific pitches became more important over here than it was over in Japan?
中で印象的な球種だったなと思います。
My four-seam fastball and cutter have improved a lot since last year, and they were very, very useful this year.
The cutter in particular, I know, is a pitch that your coaches have talked a lot about being important. Why has that pitch become so critical?
覚えていったっていう形かなって感じです。
Being a type of pitcher that struggles with command sometimes, and I'm not always able to get ahead of the hitters, and hitters tend to sit on fastball when they are ahead and when I'm behind, and the cutter is very useful in the sense that it looks like a fastball, but it isn't, and I'm able to steal strikes with it, or they'll think it's a fastball and swing at it and make not as good of contact.
So I'm sure you always had extreme confidence in your abilities, but was there a moment this season where you said, you know what, the same type of success I had in Japan, I now know I'm going to be able to do that here? Was there a game, was there an at-bat where you said, okay, this is going to translate the way that I hoped it would?
試合だった気がする。
If I were to pick one, maybe the Tampa Bay Rays game at home. That game, the forkball was working really well, and because of that, the fastball was in turn also working well. So if I were to name a game, that might be it.
I'll finish with this. Buck says that you've gotten sneaky good at speaking English. Is there any phrase, anything in particular that you picked up that has been your favorite, or is that has allowed you to communicate with your teammates particularly well?
カメラの前で言えない言葉ならかな。
Maybe a lot of words that shouldn't be said on camera.
Perfect. That's what I was hoping for. Kodai, hero, thank you so much. Congratulations on a great rookie season.
Thank you.